action tonight. It's been a while. I know the guys on Monday were playing some Tecmo NBA basketball, Tecmo Super Bowl, and RBI baseball, but we're going new school here, NBA Live 18, and I'm here with a new opponent, Infamous Smoke Gaming. What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. So, there's no way to invite people to play each other, so we got online. We connected in a match on the first try, just hitting ranked match, and here we are. Infamous Smoke, his favorite team's the Lakers. Why is your favorite team the Lakers?
I'm a Kobe fan.
Kobe? Okay. Can't go wrong with Kobe. I got a bunch of Kobe Bryant rookie cards.
I have two of them myself.
Which ones do you have?
I have the top ones.
Okay. What's up, DJ Hosteller? How's it going? So, yeah, the one that I have that I think was supposed to be worth the most is the Kobe Bryant EX2000 Skybox. I don't know if you remember those cards, but they had like the see-through sky.
Mm-hmm.
But man, if you've looked up the prices of cards lately, they fell off a cliff.
Welcome to the United Center in Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, they're worth less than they were when you bought them back then.
By ESPN on EA Sports as we get set for the Chicago
Like I would say that Kobe Bryant rookie card is worth about $50 now, and even back then when he was just getting good, it was worth like $100.
When you're guarding Lonzo Ball, you have to understand what makes this man tick. He loves getting others involved. Thus, you have to take away the pass. So when he runs pick and roll, switch it. Make him try to go one-on-one and beat you off the dribble. Don't allow him to beat you with the pass. Make him beat you with his shot.
Just crushed the defender with the slam.
I want to see that one again. That's a
Hey, for the guys watching the stream, can you hear Infamous Smoke Gaming? I know there's a setting in the chat where you can allow it to be heard on the stream. I didn't ask him to do that, so let me know if you can hear him or not.
Looking to set up in the paint. There's a turnover. Puts it up.
It's a little choppy. Is this how it usually is online in this game?
Shakes him there. Levine shot swatted away.
So DJ Hostel is rooting for the Bulls.
Nice little dump off.
So just so you guys know, you're tuning in right now, Infamous Smoke Gaming is the Lakers, and I'm the hometown Chicago Bulls. I like the trades they made this year, getting done, Levine and Markkinen. Kind of had to go for the future after the abysmal 41-41 record last season. So DJ Hosteller says he doesn't hear you. Yeah, you know, do you know in the party chat where there's party settings, you can have your voice allowed if you want it to be heard on the stream. Okay. So we're going to pause real quick. We got Infamous Smoke Gaming here. This is his first match in the Retro Sports League. He's been tuning into the channel for a while. He hangs out. He watches some games. So how did you find out about the channel? Just searching on YouTube? It's concentrating.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. It's
okay,
just
can the chat hear me?
Yeah. If you guys are watching the chat, let me know if you can hear him. I heard him in the beginning when you guys were picking teams, but then the game started and I couldn't hear him.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, can you say that question again one more time? I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I said, how did you hear about the channel?
Actually, I'm into playing retro games myself. Okay. And I was just looking. I actually play retro sports games also, so that was one of the reasons why when I messaged you on PS4, I said we kind of had common interest on a couple of things. I also play retro sports YouTube on for certain for old retro sports games, and I happened to run into yours. I think it was where you were playing at the house with, I think it's maybe your brother or something like that. Some of your first ones on one of your playlists, and I started watching those, and that just happened from there. And then you started posting more videos, and I started watching those, and then I actually set my notifications for whenever you streamed. And then a lot of times you just end up playing a lot of the same games that I was interested in, so it just kind of went from there.
Cool, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I just started the channel because I noticed there wasn't too much on YouTube with retro sports games. At least someone that was dedicating it to it.
Yes.
There's definitely gamers that talk about retro sports games, but I could tell that they're maybe not into them that much. They just kind of review them because they're old games.
Yeah. But as for playing them, most people don't play them at all.
Right. They just do it for the review and then they're done.
Yeah. But the best thing is about being a collector of sports games is that they're fairly almost positively cheap as all get out.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, pretty much any sports game you want. It's the best genre to go for because they are so cheap. But you got to really like them. You know, a lot of people talk trash about sports games, but that's what I've always played. So that's why I keep on going with it.
Yeah, that's what I've always played myself.
So what retro sports games do you and your buddies play?
A lot of them that we play is Madden, and then the 2K football series.
Okay.
And then from time to time we'll throw in some of the older 2Ks, but then we play a lot of NBA Jam.
Right. Yeah. You can't go wrong with NBA Jam.
No, not at all.
So which Madden's your favorite?
I have a couple of them that are my favorite. I would say I like Madden 05 because that was one of the ones that, where I really got into using the hit stick. I can't remember if it was 04. No, 04 was the playmaker. 05 was the hit stick. I really like that when they introduced that into the game. I thought that was a real big game changer, being able to basically, excuse me, I've studied a little bit. Hit your opponent, cause them to fumble, basically change the game a little bit more instead of being a playmaker. So I did like that about it. And then I'd probably say I like a lot of the probably like Madden 12 and up because I have a few friends that we have a Madden franchise, and doing that with them makes a huge difference in playing the game because it's competition all the time.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I like the Madden 2001 to 2005. Like that's a sweet. Those 4 games are a sweet spot for me, or is it 5 games? But I like those games for sure. 2003 is the one that I played the most, at least seriously. Yeah.
Keep pushing it at him and score in transition.
We got Brandon Stevens in the chat. He always comes in and says something about girls, and then he pretty much doesn't say anything after. I don't know if he just likes to troll me or what, or that's just what he does. Oh, he said something else. I got PS4 Slim, 1 terabyte. Okay. That's cool.
Our offense is struggling.
So if you're just tuning in right now, Infamous Smoke Gaming is the Lakers and I'm the Bulls. This is a pretty even matchup for 2018. Both teams aren't really that good. They're trying to find their way. Oh, I thought Levine was going to posterize him. And I've been talking to you so much, I didn't realize you're having a rough first quarter of 4 points.
Yes, I am. That's what I'm saying. My offense is struggling.
And he hits the first free throw.
And then we also like to play the college football series.
Oh, okay, the PS2 ones?
That's the one I play a lot of. I like 2004 the best on that one.
Rogue Gamers in the chat, he says, Brian on suicide watch because of the Loyola loss. Question mark. I think Brian's okay. He's taking it, you know why he's taking it so well? Because in his pool, he's actually going to do better with Michigan winning. So he looked at it as a win-win scenario because his alma mater is Loyola, and his pool had Michigan, so he's doing all right.
Thomas, quick release for three.
Plus, they
So
made
you
it to the
guys-
Final Four.
So do you guys ever have tournaments with any of the 2K games or Madden games, or you just play them for fun?
We haven't had a tournament in a long time. I think the last time we had a 2K tournament, when we played, it was NBA 2K. I think it was 2K15. We had a tournament of like 16 guys from work.
Okay, you play NBA 2K.
Well, we also play the football series. Me and my closer friends. But the last time we had a tournament of any sort, we played NBA 2K15. That was the last time we had any tournament at all. Now,
Oh,
any type of
2K15.
tournaments.
What's up, Crusade RGP? Says goal sounds like Kobe Bryant's NBA courtside at N64. And Road Gamer says it pisses me off. Shooting for underdog, or rooting for underdog. I think you follow the NBA.
I do watch, yes.
Okay. I think it was pretty obvious to me after a certain point when the Bulls traded Mirotic that they were just tanking the season.
Oh, yes.
And I think even Levine's out now with some so-called injury.
I think it's his ankle, isn't it?
Yeah, they said something, but it doesn't seem like a real injury. I don't know.
Oh, nice pull-up jumper. They get it back
Yeah.
for an offensive
And then I thought it was kind of odd that after Isaiah Thomas made the comments of possibly going back to play for the Celtics again, he gets the hip injury and he's out for the season, and he had to have I think arthroscopic surgery about a week ago.
You need guys who can beat their man
Yeah,
off the dribble.
Isaiah Thomas is struggling to find his way on any other team but the Celtics.
Yes, he is.
And I think he's averaged over 30 points a game last year, if I'm not mistaken. It was close to that.
Yeah, I think it was like, yeah, it was really close to it. I mean, he's had a good season everywhere he's played. Well, I think when he was in Phoenix, he's played so many teams, I can't keep up with all of them. I know when he played for Phoenix and the Kings and the Celtics, he had tremendous years. Because I know in Phoenix he averaged like 22, and I know for the Kings he put up like 23. I mean, he's always played really well, but he's always had a chip on his shoulder. I think the issue with him is that he's just so small and he doesn't really pass a lot, and his defense struggles.
We got Road Gamer joining the chat. Are you there, Road Gamer? I can't hear him.
I can't hear him at all either.
Oh, I had
perfect example is you're going to have your ups and downs.
I've only scored 2 points this quarter.
But if you play defense
Bulls,
with that type of commitment, with
this
that type
bench
of passion,
unit's
you're in every
having a
game.
rough one.
Absolutely. The misnomer is that defense wins championships, but when you're going through and absorbing the injuries the Bulls have had the last couple years,
So you think
you
Lonzo
have to
Ball's
try to stay in
overhyped?
games by playing tough
Honestly,
as nails defense. That's
I
exactly
don't think he's
the
overhyped.
formula
I think the issue
Bulls
is
use
that his
to play
dad's
with
talked
great
so
success.
much that it's overshadowed everything that he does on the court. I mean, like I said, he doesn't shoot the greatest of percentages, but I think if his dad never really would have talked, nobody really would have said too much about Lonzo, and they would have focused on Markelle Fultz and pretty much how he forgot how to play basketball until about the past 2 weeks. And nobody really would have said anything about Lonzo if it wasn't for his dad doing all the talking while he was in college.
That's true.
If that
yeah.
makes sense to you.
They've drawn a lot of attention to him because of that.
Yeah, and if you've noticed, yes, I can hear you a little bit, Rogue. But I've noticed since he's been over in Lithuania with LiAngelo and LaMelo, and he hasn't really said anything. Nobody's really said too much about Lonzo and how he's played on the court. They've kind of just let him play his own game.
Yeah. DJ Hostetler saying this will be a game, so he has faith in you that you're making the
I appreciate
comeback.
that.
I could barely hear Rogue Gamer.
I can hear you a little bit into who is that? Rogue Nation?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
very faint. A little bit, yeah.
Coach is going to make some changes on the floor.
All right, here we go.
Lopez is trying for position.
Jaron Grant.
Come on, Zoe.
And he'll head to the line.
Oh,
and one.
To go in the second.
Can't believe. You know what I noticed in this game? You can make some pretty acrobatic shots.
Yes.
They keep it alive.
This is 2018. This is not a so-called retro.
Right there.
Ret-
You've got to make sure you block out and secure
What?
the ball. Instead, they gave up a free throw line rebound.
Did you just say you kicked my ass?
What a move. The defender's going to hear about that one. Unable to flip it in.
Already marking in.
Marking it for two. Puts it in.
God, I can't
Good
get
defense
anything.
translates into good
Did you see
offense.
that play
Secure the
where
rebound,
Lauri
finish your
Markkanen
defensive
stuffed
possession,
Steph
and
Curry and
get out and
basically
go.
volleyball spiked it off his forehead as he was falling
Yeah.
down?
Easy opportunity
Yeah.
to reward your hard work on
I think
defense.
that was a Shaq and a fool.
To Lopez.
Oh, Robin Lopez.
From one brother to
terrorizing
another.
down low.
Dunk right there. Finishing
From one brother to another.
and fourth.
For the layup. And Isaiah Thomas with the
So who do you got coming out of the
Just
East
a
this
nice
year?
layup right there.
Until somebody beats Cleveland, but I really don't think they're going to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. But until somebody can beat LeBron, I think he's going to come out of it.
10 seconds
That's fair.
down to 24.
I think the Raptors are finally going
Continue
to
work
get
it
to the
around
finals.
perimeter. Markkanen forced to shoot, puts it up, and the rebound.
They have a chance, but I feel like if anybody's going to do it, it would be the Celtics.
To the rim, nice adjustment. Nails it.
Nah, he's on the Kings.
Yeah, Vince Carter's on the Kings. DJ Hostel is saying, which one do you think?
Oldest man in the league.
Grant.
DJ Hostel is asking, what has a better presentation, 2K18 or Live 18?
Ball against Thomas.
I like Live's presentation only for the simple fact that it's ESPN, and I think the halftime's a lot better, and you can skip the cutscene, so that makes a huge difference to me.
Good bounce back, hitting the second
Yeah,
free throw. He's one
I
for
like
two.
the Live presentation with ESPN. You can't go wrong with 2K's presentation. I think that one's definitely better, but it's cool that you get a little bit of each ESPN and TNT broadcast. Because those are pretty much the main two, and you got two NBA games that have both, so.
And the first half comes to an end. The Bulls up
What do you
by
think,
12.
Rogue Gamer? You still there?
Stay tuned for more Saturday Night NBA presented by ESPN on EA Sports after this timeout. And we're back at
Quarterback
the Center
challenge.
for the second half. Along with me is Jeff Van Gundy.
We love the quarterback challenge. It's fun. No, it is definitely.
In that first half, just a terrific performance rebounding wise, Jeff.
Yeah, I love to see teams that are fully engaged in the rebounding battle. When you get a team like that who has a physical presence, they can absolutely overwhelm their opponent with their physicality, and that's what's happened here so far.
I think it's wasn't it the first one of the quarterback challenges? It's super hard whenever you're playing just regular against the computer, no matter what difficulty it's on. Because I remember playing that as a kid, and it was super hard. I think the only one I could actually score with was QB Eagles, Randall Cunningham. I think he was QB Eagles on there too, wasn't he? Or was he actually named Randall Cunningham?
No, he's
'Cause I was a
named
kid
Randall
whenever I played
Cunningham.
that. Yeah, but I remember when I played that as a kid, I could not. The only team I could score with was them, and it was so hard to beat the computer on the very first quarterback challenge.
It's no wonder that you're winning.
Yeah, the computer doesn't mess around in that game. You better be ready to
Draws the foul.
throw some balls with perfect accuracy.
I threw controllers more or less as a kid, not that.
Oops, missed the first one.
Lonzo Ball having trouble from the line.
Robin
Oh,
Lopez
my.
with the defensive board. Levine.
I guess I'm having more trouble here in Road Gamer because I'm playing off the TV volume.
Curling in. Oh, nice rejection by Lopez.
He has just been a defensive force in this game. Shot block after
Madden on
shot
PS4
block
or
after
one of the
shot.
retro
No,
ones?
that's off.
Unable to convert from the three-point line. Throws it
Oh,
down.
I've never done that.
Good offense here.
Yeah, I haven't done the 3 versus 3. I know you were talking about it.
Ooh, that was a nasty block.
To a basket to keep and extend the lead.
To Lopez. Strong finish at the rim.
Robin Lopez finishing at the rim.
Finish at the rim with a nice dunk.
DJ Hostel is asking, who do you think will be the next person to break LeBron's triple-double record?
A nice play.
Which record are you talking about? Because I would say, doesn't Westbrook have more triple-doubles than LeBron?
Yeah, Russell Westbrook has 100 triple doubles. LeBron doesn't have anything close to that.
Lopez the rebound.
Yeah, he's fourth all time in triple doubles.
Throws it down.
You got to get your guys down the floor in transition quicker than they can get back.
Yeah, I think-
if you can rebound it and then get
DJ,
it
we
up
need-
the floor,
we need to know
you're gonna
which
have numbers
record you're
to exploit
speaking of.
those basket opportunities. Attack the rim. Don't settle for jumpers. Finish strong.
And lays it in. Nice.
Blown by
It's hard
Lonzo
to
Ball
guard
and ice skates.
NBA level athletes who can also handle the ball. Here, using his dribble drive opportunity, gets in the paint.
Do you have, Infamous Smoke, do you have any interest in playing in any of the live retro gaming tournaments?
Oh, which ones?
And now he moves around the defender.
Well, there's a lot of Tecmo Super Bowl ones. I know you see me cover that all the time.
Yes.
But there's also like RBI Baseball, NHL 94. I would love to see some stuff pop up from the 2000s, like NBA Street, the Madden games we were talking about.
Second team foul.
Yeah.
Even the 2K, like the Dreamcast ones.
Actually, I've never thought about it.
That might be a stretch, but
Oh, I love the Dreamcast. That's one of my favorite systems.
And Robin Lopez with
the
his
one that
sixth
LeBron beat Jordan's
That's
triple-double
become a
record.
familiar sight, watching him grab rebound after rebound. He's definitely
I guess I'm not familiar with that record.
right back. He's got the room. Now
Is he trolling?
fires. Quick rebound by Lopez. Pretty pass to the basket. Flips
So
it
what
up.
do you consider retro?
By Lopez.
How far back?
And he gets to the line with under a minute and a half to go in the third.
I would say the Xbox 360 now because it's at least 10 years old, depending on what game you're playing. On that one, anything beyond that, I would consider retro.
First one.
Now, like, I mean, just say for example, if the Xbox One X stayed around for 10 years, I wouldn't consider that was retro until the next gen came out. In my eyes, I would say a system would have to be out for at least 10 years for it to be considered retro.
Yeah, that's exactly my indication of what retro is 10 years old. Is the game 10 years old?
Yeah.
I think all the things the PS4 offers, though, like playing the games online like this and being able to stream at the same time, you can't beat it. There are retro games that can be played on the PS4. I don't know about online per se, but there's this one nice dunk.
You want to win in this league? You get points
There's
in
this
the paint.
one,
You attack the basket.
it's called
It
Street
gives you an
Hoops.
opportunity
It's
to
one of the
get
Neo
additional
Geo
three-point
games. It
plays,
came out, I want
get
to
to
say
the
like
free throw line.
1993. I have that game. I don't know if you can play it online,
Sends it to the
but
No, I haven't played that at all.
good defense.
yeah, it's kind of like an NBA Jam-esque type of game. Pretty good.
Against Thomas. Stops
I'm gonna have to
on the
download
dime,
that.
pulls up for the shot. Grant's two-pointer won't go. Lopez is looking to
Lakers
operate
hanging
from
in,
down low.
hanging around,
Looking to
down
curl in.
15.
Ball loose again.
Oh,
There's his
trying to
steal.
pass out.
To the
So
rim.
who
Have
won?
you played Fort?
Converts the layup.
Have you ever played Fortnite? I know that's not retro at all. Just
I have
curiosity.
not. I've heard tons about it already, but you know, I don't get on these hype trains. I know it's probably a really good game, but you know, I stick true to what I like to play, and that's sports games. You know.
I understand.
But no, I got a friend, Darren, that plays that game a lot, and he tells me about it.
The Bulls get to inbound.
DJ Hosteller saying the record he was talking about was LeBron beating Jordan, double digits record.
The Bulls up by
Okay.
17. We'll have more NBA action coming up.
I don't know.
Oh, he's talking about the most consecutive games. Like it was 867. He just surpassed that the other day. I know what he's talking about.
This other team is a joke. They're showing
I don't know if that. Yeah, I don't know if that player exists in the NBA right now that will be able to beat that record. We'll have to see.
The shot clock shows 10 seconds left. Ball can't get it to go from close range.
I would say the most similar player that's young, that's like LeBron, is Ben Simmons, but he can't shoot at all right now.
May not be able to come back in this game, but this type
No,
of
his jump shot is
basketball
horrible.
attacking the rim
Yeah,
is what
he
they
might
have
be
to
able to
do
improve it though,
to play
but
better in future games.
Will Gamer says Jordan's still the best.
Slams it down.
I agree.
Oh, he flushed that one right on top of his head.
Yeah, I don't obsess too much over is LeBron the best of all time, who's the best of all time.
Oh, and he shakes
You know, if
the
you're good, you're
defender.
good.
Blocked by Lopez.
This is one of the great.
It would have been interesting to see if Jordan never retired those, well, technically a season and a half, if the Bulls could have won more championships in a row.
At the basket and right on
I think they would have won 8.
Tremendous effort.
I think they could have taken that Rockets team.
Oh yeah, for sure. What's that?
Recovery, hits the second free throw.
Yes.
To Markkanen. And he curls in. Markkanen. Freddie pump fake. Blocked. And
That's
Los Angeles
offensive.
is called for the offensive foul. Robin Lopez has come on now for the Bulls.
DJ is asking if you could be on any
With 10
NBA
points
team,
and 7 rebounds.
what
Bulls get the inbound
what
in
team
here.
would you guys like to be on?
I'm gonna stick with my Lakers.
The Lakers? Hey, you can't go wrong. Los Angeles, the Staples Center.
Goes to the goal. Misses at the rim.
Magic Johnson.
Inside. Lopez's bank shot just
I
off
think-
the mark.
That's tough. I mean, right now, it's easy to say Golden State because you just get open shots by default because of who you're playing with.
Shoot two. And we have a foul called against Lopez. First free throw, perfect.
Yeah, but
do
you
you
don't
like-
say the same thing playing with LeBron because he would kick out to you.
And he makes them both.
Yeah, LeBron, he might be tough to play with these days. Who knows? It seems like Golden State has a lot of fun. Well, they used to at least. I did,
I
yeah.
kept up with it at work.
Nice touch at the basket. He's got 11 points in this matchup. Ball comes loose, and it's a turnover.
This is an absolute joke, the way both of these teams are turning the ball over. It's hard to fathom how they
Yeah,
let this game
Loyola
survive.
had their chance to win that game. With about 10 minutes left, they played terrible.
Markkanen for two. Shoots
Chad's saying in the chat, remember, you are playing for draft position.
As this game moves along, you can see the rhythm that they're establishing
course.
offensively. Scoring
I think
at
he
will
means
here
the
in
Lakers
second
versus
half.
Bulls are playing for draft position right now. So maybe you're playing it smarter than I am because I'm winning.
A lucky
I'm getting the number 1 pick.
It's not enough just to beat your man off the dribble. You've got to finish the play with strength at the rim.
I had fun watching the Bulls though for like maybe a 15-game stint, because they started the season 3-20, and then they came out really hot after that. Yeah.
Getting to the basket, a pretty Euro step. To Markkinen.
So what did you think about Dwayne Wade playing there last season, since he's from Chicago?
He did all right, you know. He did about what I thought he would. He would have good games, and he would not show up other games.
Yes.
I think the roster that they built was pretty poor because they didn't have any shooters. And the one guy they did have as a shooter, which was McDermott, they traded him away. Which I don't fault them for trading him. It's just who they traded him for. They traded him for Cameron Payne, and he hasn't done anything for the Bulls.
Is he even still on the roster?
He is. He still plays. He's playing a little bit now, probably because they're trying to tank. The NBA, among other leagues, needs to contract. That's what Chad says. And Road Gamer, I apologize. I'm not hearing you well at all during this whole broadcast, so... I heard
adjustment. Luck is not a defensive plan. They allowed the ball into the paint and were very fortunate that they...
Oh, a thunderous slam.
That looked like a runaway train right there, driving down the lane and then finishing.
I don't have 18. I only have 17.
I don't have 17. But if I do have 17, it's on the Xbox.
That's a poster right there.
From Kentucky.
Hammer dunk.
I have it on the Xbox One, though.
Oh boy.
No, you're good.
And Robin Lopez with his 11th rebound.
No, you're
Bulls
good.
really clamping down here at the end.
Who's your football team, Tom?
Oh man, I've been a Peyton Manning fan for the longest.
Second team foul.
So I followed the Colts and the Broncos. I used to like the Bears a lot until they got rid of Urlacher, and then they just started making horrible decisions. They kept Cutler way too long.
Signed Rex Grossman.
Yeah, Grossman wasn't bad. It was Cutler's overstayed his welcome.
That's unforgivable to give up an offensive rebound off a free throw.
Ball for two.
He's an asshole in his hometown. No, he really is, because he's from Santa Claus, Indiana, and that's where Holiday World is, and where I live at, it's maybe like 30 minutes away from here. And if you go up to Santa Claus, Indiana, they just talk about how big of an a-hole he is whenever he comes back home or whatever else. He doesn't acknowledge anybody or anything. I was like, that is horrible.
Just goes in off the rim.
This speed is hard to guard. Speed kills.
We got Ritzy in the chat saying something about
right at the basket.
best stream on YouTube. I don't know, just
look, you can't give up layups like that.
trolling me or what it is.
And the paint at all costs.
Yeah, where is Deontay?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Gets inside. Looks to put it back up again. This is another one.
That is a good question.
Necessary to get the
Too much Final Four action for him tonight.
Effort and a solid victory.
To ball. And he led to the line for the second time tonight. And a foul.
That would have been TV. That would have been good.
Connects on the first free throw.
I think you might see more Brian live stream on Monday.
Gets past the defense. Nice. Grant for two. Lets it go. Ooh, this is the inside.
Good game.
Good game. I think it was an equal match. Bulls, Lakers.
I couldn't hit any shots. I have it on Xbox.
I have last year's NHL, not this year's.
No.
Chad's saying, ever use share play to two-player games on sports games? Uh, I have used that. I used it to play NBA Playgrounds with my friend. That game's bad. I don't recommend it.
No, that game's
DJ's.
horrible. I have it on the Switch. NBA Playgrounds. That game's horrible. Yeah, it tries to be like NBA Jam, but it's horrible.
DJ says good game.
Yeah, good game. I have the Show 18. I do have Madden 18, and then
You
I have
guys
Madden
need to
18.
get
I don't have
that
Madden 17.
Mutant
And then I
Football
have
League.
actually I do need to download that. And then I have 2K18.
I
Who,
do.
me?
I have
I
Rocket
have it,
League.
but I have it, but I don't think it's installed. Yeah, because I have it, I just don't have that installed.
Chad says NBA Jam book guy has been tweeting a lot lately. Yes, his
Actually,
book's coming out.
I have NBA Jam on PS3.
Oh yeah, I
The
have
new
all
one?
those too.
Yeah, the newer one with the one with LeBron was on the Heat, with D Wade and Bosh and all them when KD was on that. Yeah.
I think Rocket League would be the game.
Yeah, I would have to install it. No, you're good.
So head to head, we went at it in NBA Live 18. So what do you think of this game overall?
Myself, I like the game, but it's also because I grew up playing NBA Live. But
Right.
I've been playing NBA Live since it was Bulls versus Lakers on the Super Nintendo. So I've grown up playing that my whole life, and then I have fond memories of playing NBA Live as a kid. Me and one of my best friends growing up, that was one of the games that we always played. So I have great memories of that game. So NBA Live's always been a great series to me. So even when the game was horrible, when the NBA Live 14 came out and it was broken, NBA Live 15 got a little bit better. 16 was playable. 17 didn't come out at all. And then 18, I've always stuck with it because it's steadily improved. So as long as they keep pumping the game out, I'm going to keep buying it because I've always been a loyal fan to that series from the get-go.
That's cool. Chad C's saying in the chat, one of the NBA Jam cheerleaders is 50 now.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, we were getting older.
Yeah.
You know, they were in their prime then, but yeah, I had NBA Live 16. I like that game.
Yeah. Oh, they were in. Yeah, the codes. They were in NBA. Was it NBA Jam 1 or TE? I think it was 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, the cheerleaders, they're in TE. They
Yeah.
could be in the first one. I don't put in the cheat codes too much for the hidden characters, so I'm not an expert on that.
I always liked playing with Bill Clinton and what was it? Clinton. The dude.
Hillary?
No, it was the guy. George Clinton. That's who it was. Bill Clinton and George Clinton. I always liked playing with those two when I would use the code.
Yeah, Chad, those midway cheerleaders, they're looking good at 30. Maybe they look good at 50. I don't know. Maybe you could dig up some pictures for us.
I have Rocket League installing.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
so we're
installing
going to
it right
wrap
now.
this one up. This is an official Retro Sports League game. Infamous Smoke Gaming's in. He's 0-1. I pick up a win. I'm closer to 500. I'm struggling out of the gates. so far for Retro Sports League 2018, but that's all right. I'm the champ, and I think I'll be able to defend it quite well. The goal in this is to keep growing the Retro Sports League, have a tournament in Chicago for the people that participate. As it goes on, the prizes will increase. Last year was only $100, so as this keeps going on, hopefully it'll be something that people can, travel out for if the prize gets good enough. Chad's like, yeah, she still looked good, or she looked good. And Chad tweeted me. Okay, so we're gonna end this one up. Infamous Smoke, thanks for playing me, and we'll play this again. I gotta give you a rematch. But if you're watching this live now, we're gonna try to set up a Rocket League game and play a few games of that. So, thanks for watching and take care.